Despite a wave of rumor sites promising a hybrid overhaul, Honda's own product planning tells a different story. The Odyssey is staying put for now. Here's a clear-eyed look at what's confirmed, what's speculative, and what families cross-shopping minivans should actually expect from the 2027 model year.
The single most important fact about the Odyssey is also the one most rumor sites gloss over. It isn't getting a ground-up redesign. According to supplier planning documents reported by the industry trade press, Honda is extending the current Odyssey's production cycle through March 2030. The van was last fully redesigned for the 2018 model year, and that generation received a styling refresh for the 2025-2026 model years. The 2027 version will be a continuation of that refreshed generation, not a new one. Anyone picturing a dramatically different silhouette, an all-new platform, or a next-generation cabin should reset expectations. That vehicle, if it retains the Odyssey name at all, is still roughly 3 years out. Because there's no redesign, exterior and interior styling for 2027 should carry over largely unchanged from the 2026 refresh, which already brought a revised grille, updated bumpers, and restyled LED lighting. Don't be surprised by small trim level shuffles, a new color option or two, or minor equipment reshuffling between EX, EXL, Sport L, Touring, and Elite grades. That's the kind of change Honda typically makes in a model year that isn't a redesign year. Claims circulating online about a completely reworked front fascia, flush hidden sliding door tracks, or all-new wheel designs are unverified and should be treated as speculation rather than expected fact.
The current Odyssey's 3.5-liter V6, a descendant of Honda's long-running J-Series engine family, produces around 280 horsepower and pairs with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Given that Honda has committed to keeping this generation in production without a redesign, the most realistic expectation is that the same powertrain will carry into 2027 largely unchanged, possibly with small efficiency tweaks such as an updated variable cylinder management calibration. Front-wheel drive remains standard, as it always has been for the US market Odyssey. This is where the internet gets ahead of itself. Several rumor and content farm sites describe the 2027 Odyssey in specific detail as a hybrid, down to horsepower figures, transmission type, and fuel economy numbers. None of that is confirmed by Honda. What Honda has actually said is that it will begin rolling out next-generation hybrid powertrains starting around 2027 as part of a broader push toward roughly 15 next-generation hybrid models globally by the fiscal year ending March 2030, with a V6 hybrid system specifically earmarked for larger vehicles like the Odyssey and Pilot. But Honda has not confirmed that the Odyssey nameplate is part of that first wave, hasn't released a specification sheet, and industry reports suggest the true next-generation hybrid Odyssey is targeted closer to 2030. Treat any detailed 2027 hybrid spec sheet you see online as fabricated or aspirational rather than official. Regardless of powertrain uncertainty, safety tech is one area where Honda tends to make steady, incremental improvements, even in non-redesign years. The current Odyssey already includes Honda sensing as standard: adaptive cruise control with low-speed follow, automatic high beams, blind spot monitoring, collision mitigation braking, forward collision warning, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, road departure mitigation, and traffic sign recognition. For 2027, expect this suite to remain standard across the lineup, with the possibility of minor sensor or software refinements. Features like a rear seat reminder system and more advanced highway driving assist on upper trims are plausible additions, though not officially confirmed. Interior technology should stay in line with what's currently offered, rather than jumping to some dramatically upgraded infotainment system. That means a touchscreen infotainment display with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a digital driver information display, the Cabin Watch rear seat camera and Cabin Talk intercom system that let front seat occupants keep tabs on and communicate with rear passengers, and a wireless phone charger. Families who rely on the built-in rear entertainment system and multiple USB ports on upper trims should see them largely carry over as is. Whatever else changes or doesn't, the Odyssey's fundamental value proposition isn't going anywhere. Seating for up to 8, the flexible Magic Slide second-row seats that can shift side to side or fold away, and a cavernous cargo area when the second and third rows are removed or folded. This practicality is precisely why Honda can afford to sit on a redesign. The current formula is still winning over families cross-shopping the segment on real-world usability rather than styling. Specific 2027 pricing hasn't been announced, and any article citing exact manufacturer-suggested retail price figures for trims is estimating rather than reporting fact. That said, historical patterns are a reasonable guide. Honda typically raises minivan pricing by a few hundred to around $1,000 per trim in a non-redesign model year, largely tracking inflation and added standard equipment. Based on where the 2026 Odyssey's pricing sits, expect the 2027 lineup to start in the high 30,000s to low 40,000s for base EX trim and climb toward the low 50,000s for a fully loaded Elite, though buyers should confirm actual figures once Honda publishes them closer to launch. The Odyssey's biggest competitive vulnerability heading into 2027 is that it remains the only mainstream minivan in its class without any hybrid or electrified option in the US market. The Toyota Sienna has been hybrid only since its last redesign, and the Chrysler Pacifica now offers a plug-in hybrid variant alongside its gas model. Toyota is also expected to redesign the Sienna for the 2027 or 2028 model year, which would widen that gap further if Honda's own hybrid Odyssey doesn't arrive until 2030. For families who specifically want electrified efficiency in a minivan, the Odyssey will likely still be the outlier, capable and comfortable, but running on a conventional powertrain while rivals lean into hybrid tech. If you need a minivan in the 2027 timeframe, the most useful mental model is this. The 2027 Odyssey will essentially be a lightly updated version of the current well-proven generation, not a leap forward, and almost certainly not the hybrid model some rumor sites are describing in granular detail. That's not necessarily bad news. It means the vehicle you'd be buying has years of reliability data behind its platform and powertrain, with Honda's traditionally strong resale value intact. But if a hybrid or plug-in powertrain is a priority, the Odyssey likely won't deliver that until closer to 2030, and cross-shopping the Sienna or Pacifica hybrid in the meantime makes sense. The soundest approach is to wait for Honda's official model year announcement, typically released a few months before fall launch, rather than budgeting or planning around unconfirmed specs currently circulating online.